Hello everyone, I'm coming to you live from China. Today I decided not to show my ugly face and I actually wanted to talk about a very interesting topic, the Belt and Road Initiative. I've heard so much comments and there's so much debate regarding this huge project, or it's a multitude of maybe hundreds of projects initiated by China. And there are a lot of good, things, there are benefits that people talk about, but there's also a lot of negative points that people talk about, and they're like, no, just China wants to control the world, and this is not a good idea. Let me tell you what I think, by me living here in China. I think, first of all countries should join the Belt and Road Initiative, because it's a way to make money, it's a way to learn, it's a way to collaborate with countries. Because when you invest in infrastructure, on roads, on bridges, on buildings, on technology, on telecommunication networks, on waste management systems, on solar technology, on wind technology, turbine, all kinds of technologies, you're actually improving other countries. And you're letting certain countries get out of poverty. And you're making money while doing it. And you're gaining experience. So I think it's a no-brainer. I think everyone should be happily involved in such a project. And for those people who say that China wants to control the world, let's just pretend that this is the case. Okay, I'm not going to debate whether China wants to or does not want to control the world. But let's pretend that China is going to control the world, or it wants to. In reality, it wouldn't be able to. The reason is because its number of countries have to collaborate and have to agree, and they all have to sit and invest money into the country. So it's not like it's going to be like, oh, I'm China. I'm going to invest money in Uzbekistan, and I'm going to control everything from the ports to the roads, and blah, blah, blah. Of course, Uzbekistan is not going to allow this. Russia's not going to allow this. India won't allow this. The United States won't allow this. No one country can do that, right? You can influence a country for sure. You can invest more money than other countries, but there's no way you can totally control it, because there's going to be, the whole point of the Belt and Road Initiative is to have joint ventures, countries to work together and companies to work together. So let's say, for instance, China's like, I'm going to invest more money than all of you, but I want much more control, and whatever I say goes. From the start, everyone's going to stop with this project, withdraw their money, not deal with China, and China will lose out of this type of project. So, of course, this is kind of silly. This is a collaboration for all countries and companies. So, Japan can invest money, United States can, China can, Korea can, India can, other Middle Eastern countries can, Germany can, Europe, Canada. So many countries can gain and make money. They can sell their services, their products, security cameras. Think about it. Like when you go to a market that is low, quite low when it comes to goods and services, think about how much money you can make. No matter what service or product you're selling. You're selling wood, you're selling iron, you're selling steel, you're selling services of fixing roads, of constructing bridges, installing security cameras, fiber optic internet cable, electrical cables, water pipes, dams. Oh, I can go on forever. There are so many things you can do and so many ways you can invest money. So I think it's a win-win for all. No country is going to be able to control it. It's going to be a collaboration. It's going to be a connectivity. Countries are going to connect. And of course, will there be problems? Will there be misagreements, misunderstandings? Of course there will. It's human nature. But because so many parties would have invested time and energy and money, they will be forced to sit and work out a solution. And everyone will be happy at the end. So I think as a conclusion, that this is a great idea and that all countries should be part of this great project. Another point I wanted to add, like the whole thing about the trade war and, the problems between China and the United States. In reality, I do not believe there will be a hegemon or some country that will control the world. The world is multipolar, and this is what the United States seems, America does understand this, but they're trying to escape this reality, trying to do everything in their power to remain the dominant power, which is normal. But of course it won't work. And that's one point I wanted to make, because Asia has already risen, and people think, whenever they think Asia, they just think China, which is not correct, because India now has a higher growth rate than China. And China is almost fully developed. They're still a developing country, but in many aspects the country is developed. So now you have a lot of money going into Vietnam, India, Indonesia, and many other Asian countries, which will accelerate their growth, their technological capabilities, and there really will be a multipolar world. And we can see, for example, Russia, economically, socially, militarily, it's increasing its presence all over the world. We see it in Ukraine, we see it in Syria, in Georgia, in Venezuela even. So the world isn't the way it used to be. And no one power can dictate to the rest of the world what they should do. And this is a good thing. As long as there are spheres of influence, you have the European Union as one sphere of influence, you have United States, Canada, and Mexico as one sphere of influence, and then you have Asia with China and India and Japan as another main sphere of influence. Of course, with the other Asian countries, but these are the strongest three countries. And then you have strong Eurasian countries like Russia and Turkey. So the world really has changed, and it's time to get by, with the program, accept realities for what they are. And I hope you like my video. Please do subscribe, hit that like button.